Hi everyone, welcome to Vinyasa 45 Live, getting started here in less than 60 seconds. So grab your mat and we'll be right back. Hello, welcome everybody. So, got the pink on as October, right? We're officially in it. So that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So thinking pink, we actually kicked off breast cancer awareness last week in Vinyasa 45 Live. So if you missed it, you can go back to the Instagram series and follow along. So basically we're going to work with a lot of heart openers, a lot of things to continue to support and promote that lymphatic drainage, that opening through the front of the chest, the pecs, the ribs, as well as anything that might help reduce scar tissue. So we're just going to get right in it. Come to your mat. Let's start out with our first chest opener. We're going to come to Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet are going to come together here. In addition to opening through the chest, this is also going to open through the hips. So if you've got pretty tight hips these days, which a lot of us might, just letting gravity do its job is great. If you need further assistance, you're at home, grab a pillow, put it underneath either leg to support those legs as you slowly come back. You're welcome to also add a pillow here behind the neck and in between the shoulders to keep the chest more open. Otherwise, just come on down to the mat. Let those arms open up. Start to feel a grounding here. You might feel this sacral arch in this position. It's natural and that's okay. We're just going to let gravity and we're going to start to bring our Ujjayi breath into our practice. So start to breathe there. Inhale to exhale, right? The ratio that's going to work with you right now on your mat. And that might change as you flow. We work to balance that inhale to exhale. So we work to balance our pose to counter pose. As you lie there in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle, start to notice that breath a whole lot. As you breathe in and out, you're going to maybe set an intention, or maybe it's a dedication, right? All of us probably know somebody, if we don't know someone directly, indirectly affected by breast cancer. So in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, maybe feel free to dedicate your flow or your practice. If not to someone individually, maybe to yourself, right? Reminder to go get those checkups when you need to. Start to listen to that breath. Invite the right hand to the navel and the left hand to the heart. Right? We're all on some sort of journey. Not everyone is on the same path, but just the fact that we're all moving towards something is something that can unite us, bring us together. So when you have your hand on your heart and your hand on your navel there, you can start to bring awareness, right, to that breath, that inhale to exhale. And then let it lead you, let it guide you on the mat. These two tools are there. They are the ones that are best equipped to guide you as to where you're going to go. Not even specifically on the mat, but the second you step off that mat, right? Your journey, your path. Why, oh why would we ask someone who hasn't been where we're going for directions, right? So listen to yourself here as you start to ground down a little bit more physically with that breath. And then take those hands, bring them to the outsides of the legs, bring the legs together. Press those feet, all four corners of both feet into the mat. Let the arms come alongside the body. Pressing it into hands and feet. One time, lift the hips and slowly set them back down. Little sacral reset. Bring those knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Gentle rock there side to side. And then let those knees fall over to the left. Supine twist. Arms to a T. So we're continuing to open up and support the front side of the body there. So really reach through the fingertips. Don't worry if that right shoulder isn't touching down. Just let gravity do its job. Don't worry about where the knees are in space there. Let the hips just fall. And again, continually refocus on that breath. If there isn't an intention, then maybe that is your focal point here today. Coming back through center, another little hug asana. Squeeze it in, full breath, inhale. And then exhale, let it fall to the other side. Maybe a little crack or a little creak might feel really good there. We'll work eventually on opening up through that shoulder. It's okay if it's not touching down. Mindful of where the hand is placed. Instead of bringing it way up overhead, keep it in line with that armpit or the heart even. Focusing on the breath again. Gravity and breath doing a whole lot of work here. Sealing the lips, listening for that oceanic sound, right? That creation of the constriction of the glottis by the collarbone. Beautiful oceanic sound, right? Maybe it inspires you there on your mat today. You're going to come back through center, knees one more time into the chest. Lift the forehead to the knees. We're going to cross at the ankles as we rock forward and back. So just a little momentum there. Crossing at the ankles will help. You can uncross them as well. Eventually rolling all the way up to a seat. Easy pose Sukhasana. Crossing one ankle in front of the other. Again, allowing gravity to do work, even if that hip feels a little bit tight. You're always welcome to put a pillow there or just let gravity do its job. Bring the hands to heart space. Close the eyes here for a moment. Refocus on that breath. Settle in. If you need to shift a little bit right to left to settle in a little bit more, then do so. Pressing the right hand into the left and vice versa. And then we'll blink our eyes open. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Now, notice, tight elbows, tight shoulders. You are welcome to let it go, but we can work through it by bringing those hands together. Lift the gaze. Interlace the fingers. Now press the palm up towards the ceiling. Yeah, lengthen a little bit more this way. Reach a little bit right to left. Get the side body opening up. And then bring that fist in front of the face. As you do so, you're going to carve out the lower belly. Push it away from those hands. Ears between the arms. And then inhale, take it back up again. Exhale, hands come in front of the face. Carve out the belly. Push forward. A little bit of cow and cat right here. Inhale, we lift up. A little bit of arch in the back. Exhale. Bring the hands in front of the face, round the spine generously. Push away. One more time. Inhale, we grow tall as we sit down. Exhale, we carve it out and we round the spine. Inhale, take it up. Feel the length in the side body. Again, exhale, release the hands. Table tent those right fingers. Lift the left arm up. And then maybe press the palm down, reach the left arm over. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, other side. So as you start to reach, maybe the palm comes down, maybe you can go further, but we want to stay rooted through that right side of the body. Inhale, back through center, one more time either side. Exhale, right? Because the first time there, right, is usually just like, oh, just checking in. Second time, we're, a little familiarity. We have an idea where we're going to go. Come back up, other side. Here we go, back through center. Exhale, we're going to come through hands and knees, so bring those hands in front of you. Welcome, everybody. Stack those joints. Wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Hug those knees hip-width distance apart. Core is nice and tight here. And then we're going to extend that right leg back. Keep the toes on the ground. Press through the ball mounts of the toes as you rock forward and back. So just opening through the back of the leg there. Waking up the foot. And then drop that knee right back down underneath the hip. Left leg extends back. Push as you tuck those toes under, back and forth here. Right? Maybe this is just giving you an opportunity to observe where you are. Tightness through the calf or the back of the leg, or maybe even above the knee. Maybe it's even in the foot if you're feeling this a whole lot. Just observe though, not to judge, just to be prepared. Right? And then from here, we'll come back to that cat and cow. We're going to sway the lower back a whole lot. So feel as if there's just something on the back, letting that belly drop. And then bring the heart forward and up. Cow pose. Opposite action, leading with that tailbone. Tuck it under, round generously. Look towards the pit of the belly there. Find that neutral spine again, somewhere between that cat and cow. Tuck those toes one more time, hover those knees, move a little bit here side to side on your mat. Warm up those arms, fire it up. Start to get warm on the inside of the body, and then when you come through center, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. If you need to, pedal out the feet. As the ears come between the arms, open and close the mouth a couple times to relax the jaw. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the throat, right? Not so serious, just some yoga. If you can find a static down dog, be there with your breath. It's okay if those heels aren't touching down first time through. They'll get there eventually. Full breath, inhale, fill it up. Take your exhale. Lift to the toes, look forward, gently make your way to the top of the mat. When you arrive, you're going to lift halfway, fingertips coming to the shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow it back in, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, Urdhva Hastasana, palms connect. Exhale, hands to heart space. So Samasthihi, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. All right? And then feel that inner spiral. Lift the bottom of the heart up. Close the eyes for a moment. Maybe shift the weight from left to right into the feet there. And as you shift that weight, you can start to blink the eyes open as you ground down. Yeah, feel really rooted. As you inhale, rise up with the arms. Feel the ribs lift. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Bow it in, soften the knees as much as you need to. On the inhale, you're going to lengthen, lifting halfway. Fingertips might come to the shins for you. On the exhale, bend the knees, step back, top of a push-up, high plank, Kumbhakasana. So again, we're here to warm up the body, rocking a little bit side to side. Feeling the strength through the wrists, anchor through that thumb and index finger. Let's scoop the tailbone slightly, yeah. Press through those heels. Full breath there, inhale, filling it up. Exhale, lower to the knees. For this first time, it's a modification. Shoelace side of the foot presses down. Draw those elbows back, squeezing the ribs, keeping that core tight. And then lower all the way to the mat. Slide those palms back a little bit further. Without using the hands so much, press the tops of the legs down into the mat and those hips and send the heart forward and up. Bhujangasana, low cobra. Exhale, chin comes forward and down. Tuck those toes, push up and back, child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees a little bit wider. Seat going back to the feet, arms reach forward, forehead taps down. Another opportunity here to seal that intention. Your third eye anchored down on your mat, there with your breath. Rise back up through hands and knees. Right? Find those joints where they need to be. Tuck the toes, hover those knees. This time pushing forward and back. Getting a little warmer. Send the hips back and up, downward dog. Here we go. Maybe you're still pedaling out the feet. Shake the head, no. Nod the head, yes, 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 yes. Lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway to lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold, bow it back in. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, palms connect. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthihi. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, lead with the heart to come down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway to lift, extending the spine. Exhale, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Now, option to drop to the knees or don't, halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, over the tops of the toes, upward facing dog. Bring the heart forward and through. Remember what our intention is, to open up this whole month. Exhale, tuck the toes, counter pose. Downward facing dog. In your downward dog, I want you to at least stay for full inhalation and full exhalation. You are going to adjust and modify on your mat at home the way that you need to, the way that serves you best. From downward dog, lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, palms connect. Take it right back down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, high plank, Kumbhakasana. Exhale, halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Four-limb staff pose. Inhale, upward dog. Send the heart forward and through. Nice. Exhale, downward dog, you do you. There with your breath. So again, flowing through, maybe you're skipping Chaturanga, modifying for what works best for you. And then think about, if you can modify here on your mat and do what's right for you and your body, you can do that anytime off the mat as well, right? Instead of being so micromanaged everywhere we go, listen to what works best. Just like how we began the class, right? Heart and navel, and let these two tools guide you on your journey, on your path. Instead of listening to advice from people who haven't been where you want to go. Downward facing dog, lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat, halfway to lift, inhale. Exhale, bow it back in, hinge from that hip crease, don't fold from the lower back. Inhale, root to rise, arm to the skies, palms connect. Another one through, exhale, Surya Namaskar A, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. So either hop or step back, lower halfway down or all the way, yogi's choice. Inhale, cobra or up dog, right? Modify if you need to. Exhale, maybe just go right to down dog. There with your breath. Taking a full inhalation in downward facing dog, staying for that exhalation. Bottom of the next breath, lift to the toes, look forward. Maybe it's a step or hop to the top. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale to bow it back in. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, palms connect. Exhale, hands to heart. Going right into our first balance, shifting the weight into your right foot, taking that left knee and flexing it, crane posture, arms lift up. So just trying to engage and ignite that stability in our body here right at the beginning. And then maybe work on lifting the gaze. When you change the focus, some things happen. We get a little shaky. That's true on and off the mat. And then bring that left foot up above the right knee and open it up for Virukasana, tree posture. Hands might come back to heart center or you're going to keep them lifted. And you want to focus on keeping that foot away from that knee joint. So if it comes below the knee, that's great. Still opening through that hip. Right? And then again, maybe changing your focus just to see if you can stay balanced and steady. Exhale, hands come back through heart center. Shake it out a little bit as we get ready for the other side. Shifting the weight into that left foot, inhale, crane posture, right knee lifts. There with your breath and your focus and maybe looking upward. From crane posture, you're going to bring that right foot above or below that knee and open through that hip. Right? Squeeze the foot into the left leg and vice versa, just as you press the right hand into the left. And then maybe again, play with some different variation just to affect the balance, right? Things aren't always steady where we go. So how do we handle that? Exhale, hands back to heart, Samasthihi. Great work. So that's our first little balance here. Let's use that, right? No matter what you did, good or bad, use that steadiness to help you focus as we work through the rest of the practice. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank, lower mid to low plank. Or you're jumping through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Vinyasa, your way. All day. Listen up for that breath. From downward dog, lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway to lift when you get there. Exhale, bow it back in. Stay low, shift the weight into the heels as you squat deep. Knees are going to bend. Carve out that belly like we did earlier, arms lift, Utkatasana. Chair pose for Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, forward fold, bow it in. Inhale, halfway to lift. Exhale, flow, bend the knees if you're hopping back, four-limb staff pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. There with your breath. On the inhale, send that right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Take a moment here to stack the hip by bending that knee,
Looking under that left armpit for that right foot. Square it back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot by the right thumb. Push the left toes back. Stay low here for a moment. We're going to bring the hands to the shoulders, and then we're going to bring them up overhead. Again, back to the shoulders and touch down to the ground. A few times like that. Here we go. It's shoulder, up, shoulder, down, and shoulder. Lift, shoulder, down. Two more. Lift. This one we hold. Keep it up. Here we go. High crescent lunge. So adding a little bit of fire. That fuel to the fire is what's going to seal not just your practice, but this position. Full breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, vinyasa, hands down, frame the front foot, step it back, lower down, halfway or all the way. Inhale, sending the heart forward and up, engaging the backs of the legs. Exhale, tuck the toes, counter pose. Feel the backs of the legs reach towards the back of the room. Inhale, other side, left leg high to the sky. Take a moment to bend the knee in the way that's going to stack your hip. Look under that right armpit for that left foot. Give yourself a little wave. Square the hips back up. Exhale, left foot by the left thumb. Now get a little deeper, a little bit lower before you rise up. And then bring those hands to the shoulders. And then lift them all the way up. And we take it back to the shoulders and down to the mat. Here we go. It's shoulder, lift, shoulder, tap, shoulder, lift, shoulder, tap. Two more. Shoulder, lift, shoulder, tap. Take it up and hold. We're right here. Palms maybe to touch. Squeeze in. Hug it in. Look up. Full breath here. Inhale. Let that internal tapas, that heat that we just built, help you stay steady, strong, focused. Listen up for that ujjayi breath. Exhale, flow. Hands down. Frame the left foot. Step it back. Lower down. Halfway or all the way. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, counter pose, downward dog. Come to downward dog, listen up for your breath. Take a full breath there, inhale. Stay there for your exhale. Nice. Bottom of the next breath. We're going to lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, bow it back in. Weight is shifted into the heels as you squat deep, chair pose, Utkatasana, arms lift. Another Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, hands follow through, down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa, bend the knees, plant the hands, make your way all the way through, downward facing dog. This time, one breath, one movement, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Stack the hip, bend the knee, kick your butt. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, high crescent lunge. One breath to take you all the way up on that inhale. Exhale brings you back down to the ground. Right foot back, your way through. You do you. Down dog is where we'll meet. On the inhale, left leg reaches high to the sky. Stack the hip, bend the knee, kick the butt. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high crescent lunge. So root that foot down and inhale takes you all the way up. Fill it all the way up with that breath. And exhale brings you right back down to the bottom of that push-up. Next inhale, heart shines forward and up. Exhale, tuck the toes, counter pose, downward dog. Great work. Full breath there, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Bottom of the next breath, lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold, bow it in. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, palms connect. Exhale, hands to heart space. Nice, Surya Namaskar C. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, fall through. Inhale, halfway to lift. Exhale, vinyasa, bend the knees, look forward if you're hopping back. From downward dog, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Stack the hip, bend the knee. Maybe take a moment to play here or stay here. See if you can float that right arm. Just lift it a couple times. Three-legged dog, right leg is high. Exhale, high crescent lunge, right foot comes forward. We take it all the way up. Now we open up, we're in warrior two. Arms to a T, Virabhadrasana B. So draw that right knee towards the right pinky toe. Open across the body. Feel that opening through the chest.
Look over that front middle finger. Sink a little deeper and stay. Staying, listening for your breath. Now reach forward a little bit further, right forearm to right inner thigh, left arm to the sky. Again, continuing to promote right here an opening through the front side of the body. If you can take more of that left ear, might have that arm hover over it. Either way, not too much pressure, right? You should be able to float that right arm away. Matter of fact, go ahead and do so, and then pull it in and reach it out, and pull it in and reach it out and hold. You can bring that right forearm back down for a moment and then rise back up, warrior two. Ooh, yeah, right leg is talking. Left hand reaches back a little bit now, right arm lifts. Reversing that warrior, opening through that right side of the body. Keep breathing here, inhale. On the exhale, vinyasa. So follow the hands through to the ground, send that right foot back, maybe three-legged vinyasa, whatever you need, you take. Downward dog, once again, where we meet. Inhale, other side, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Stack the hip, bend the knee, and then play a little bit here. Maybe floating that hand away a couple times. Lifting that left leg back up. Exhale, high crescent lunge, left foot forward. Inhale, we take it up. Exhale, we open it up, we're in warrior two. So drawing that left knee towards that left pinky toe. Shoulders and hips are square to the long end of your mat, as well as your arms. Look over that front middle finger. Feel as if someone is pulling that right arm away from you as you reach forward a little bit more. Left forearm, left inner thigh, right arm to the sky. Feel the opening through that armpit here. And then perhaps take it over a little bit further. Nice. From here, float that left arm out. Pull it back in. Reach it out. Pull it back in. Reach it out and hold. You can set that left forearm back down. Inhale, we rise back up, warrior two. Woo, hello legs. Now reach back towards the back of the mat. Let that right hand come down, left arm lifts. Open up. Keep reaching. Left side of the body, feeling open. Exhale, flow through. Follow the hands down to the mat. Send the left foot back. Your way, down dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. There with that breath. Letting some heat escape if you need to. Or resealing those lips there. Maybe resealing that intention with just a thought. Bottom of the next breath, lift to the toes, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway to lift when you get there. Exhale, bow it back in. Inhale, root to rise, arms to the skies, palms connect. Exhale, hands to heart space. Ready? Taking that Surya Namaskar C, one breath, one movement. Inhale, beginning Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, heart comes forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway to lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa, bend the knees, look forward, flow back your way, downward dog. There in downward facing dog, here we go. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Stack the hip, bend the knee, do something. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, warrior two, arms to a T. Reach forward, inhale, Parsvakonasana. So modification or Utthita, extended variation. Inhale, take it up and back, reverse your warrior. Full breath there. Exhale, travel the hands down to the mat, your way, down dog. So again, you linger where it feels good to linger. If you're already flowing through past me, you do you. Inhale, left leg lifts. Stack the hip, bend the knee, open up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Inhale to take it up. Exhale to open up, warrior two. Reach forward, Parsvakonasana. Your variation that works in your body today. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Keep the integrity of the bend in the leg. Exhale, Vinyasa, spiral the hands down, left foot back, your way, down dog. Adho Mukha Savasana, there with your breath. Full breath there, inhale. Stay there for your exhale.
Lift to the toes, look forward, soft bend in the legs, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway to lift when you get there. See if you can keep the palms down. Exhale, forward fold, chest close to those inner thighs. Keep the chest hovering over the inner thighs as you squat low. Ardha Utkatasana, so half chair pose. Reach those arms forward. And now circle sweep those arms back. You're in half a chair here, hovering the chest over the thighs. Now come up high on the tips of the toes. Work those ankle bones to touch. Sink a little deeper. And then go a little deeper. And then go a little deeper till you're in this chair squat. And then bring the hands to heart center. Yeah, so a little toe squat here. You've got it. And then open those legs up. Keep those ankle bones to touch. A little bit of challenge with the balance here. And then notice if you arch the back, come a little taller. From here, we're going to slowly try to have a seat, keeping the feet together. Woo, Baddha Konasana. So we began in Supta Baddha Konasana with those legs open up. Now we're in Baddha Konasana. From here, hands are going to grab a hold of the ankles, coming up nice and tall. On the exhale, lead with the heart to come down. So your elbows might be used as leverage to keep pressing those hips open. Keep bringing that heart through. And I'm not coming all the way down because I'm keeping a nice length in my spine. I don't want to round it in just yet. So with every exhale, maybe a little deeper, as long as I'm not reaching from the lower back, right? Hinging from the hip crease, bringing my heart first. And then I'll inhale, come all the way up nice and tall, so keeping all that length in the spine. Now those feet are going to press forward just a little bit further, so it's more of a diamond shape here. Okay, so now we are going to round forward, so different from before. We are still going to bring the heart first, and then from there we're going to bow it in, round it in. Nice rounding through the spine, letting gravity do its job wherever it feels right for you. Maybe there's even a little bit of a bind underneath the legs. There with your breath, if you have a bind, unwind, slowly articulate up. Nice articulation up. From here, bring the outsides of the legs together. Keep those feet flat. Arms come forward. Slowly roll down onto the back. As you come down, press the hands and feet. All four corners of both feet pressing down. Inhale, slowly roll up now. Coming into bridge pose. When you get those hips up between the knees, right, and the shoulders, lift them a little higher. Then roll those shoulders under. Interlace the fingers underneath the seat. Lift the heart a little bit more. Press down into the feet. Don't let those knees splay up. Keep them strong and together. Opening through the front side of the body, opening that chest. Great work here. Be mindful, do not move that neck side to side, but release the chin from the chest. Press the seat up a little bit more. Yeah, consider it a back bend, but it's the back side of the body, of the legs that do this work. It's the opening of the front side of the body that does this work as well. Gently release those hands. Slowly roll down one at a time. Soles of the feet come together now. Let those legs open up. Supta Baddha Konasana. So again, you might notice you've got a little space underneath the back. That's okay. Just a restorative counter pose as we prepare for our second bridge. Hands will come back to the outsides of the legs. Gently bring the legs back together. So either take bridge again, or maybe another variation. If you feel warmed up enough and you want to take a wheel, you can take a wheel. And that's going to look a little bit different. The hands are going to come close to the ears. You're going to press into the feet. And same idea, first come to the crown of the head, and then push yourself all the way up. Same idea, press into the backs of the legs. The legs lift you.
And then you open through the chest.
You can even play with a variation coming to the toes. Wherever you are, take another breath. Slowly come to the crown of the head first if you're in wheel.
And then gently lower down. From bridge, slowly articulate down. Now pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Little rock side to side on that sacrum. Hopefully something worked there for you. Release head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the legs straight up to the sky. Arms out to a T. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, lower the legs a quarter of the way. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, another quarter. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, one more quarter, as long as you're not arching the back. And then inhale, bring the legs all the way back up. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, another quarter. Inhale here. Exhale to reach and lengthen. One more inhale. Exhale, feel that core work. Inhale, 3 times the charm. Legs up, sit bone is heavy. Exhale, lower quarter of the way. Inhale there, exhale another quarter. Inhale there, exhale, reach. Now lift head, neck, and shoulders. Use the core, lift those arms. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, knees into chest. Let's rock up and down. You can cross opposite ankle from the first time you were here and come forward and back. However, this time we're not coming up to a seat. We're going to rock all the way through to Vinyasa. Find your way, downward facing dog. Hands come forward, step it back, high plank. Maybe flow through chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog is where we're going to meet. One more little flow before coming to the ground. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Stack the hip, bend the knee. Maybe flip your dog now. We worked with lifting the front arm. We took a back bend, so a little bit more prepared here for this flip dog. Open through that chest. Come back around, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hold, hover. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, warrior 1. Right foot forward, back foot in and down. Inhale, we take it all the way up. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Open through the chest, hover over that front thigh. Feel that fist reach in opposition from the head. Keep that fist as you come back up. Pivot the toes to the long end of the mat. So make an adjustment here. Keep the heart open. Exhale, fold, bow it in. Prasarita. Feel that fist come up off the back. Feel the crown of the head reach down towards the ground. And then keep flowing there. Your heart is still open. You're still shining it all the way through your legs. Some weight transferring from the heels into the toes there. And then palms staying as glued as they can. Another breath there. Get a little deeper. Trust yourself. Big inhale takes you all the way up. Open up, arms to a T. Hands to the hips. Shift the weight into that front foot as you turn back through warrior 1. Arms lift. Exhale, flow. Hands down. Frame the front foot your way, down dog. Again, maybe 3-legged variation. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Inhale, left leg lifts. Stack the hip, bend the knee. How we practice floating that left hand. And then bring that left leg over. Here we go. Lift it up. Use the legs like we do in our back bend to open through the chest. Come back around, 3-legged dog. Exhale, warrior 1. Left foot forward, back foot in and down. Stay low through the hips as you rise up. Now interlace the fingers. Non-dominant grip on top. Open as you square to the front of the mat and hover as you square towards the front of the mat. Hovering over this thigh. Shoot that fist away from you. Keep the bind as you come up and pivot. Here we go. All 10 toes towards the long end of your mat. Open through the chest a little bit further. Keep reaching through that open chest as you come forward. Nice. Take it all the way down to the ground. Keep that bind, or since it's our second Prasarita forward fold, feel free to take something else.
Maybe you want to bring the hands through. Maybe you want a little tripod action, right? Headstand, whatever you feel like you're going to take, okay? Trust yourself. Whatever feels right for you right here, whether it's a tripod, whether it's just a wide-legged forward fold, maybe it's child's pose, but you're going to do you. We'll meet back with that bind, that Prasarita C. And then inhale, as that weight has shifted forward, keep bringing that heart forward to come up. And then open up. Hands to the heart. Shifting the weight back into that front foot. We pivot one more time, warrior one. Top of the mat. Exhale, flow. Hands down, frame the left foot your way, downward dog. Coming into Adho Mukha Savasana, listening up for that breath. Full breath there, inhale. Stay for that exhale. One more full breath here, inhale. Stay, exhale. Look to the top of the mat, step that right foot outside the right hand. Left hand is going to ground, inhale, right arm lifts, big twist. Exhale, as the right hand comes down, the left knee comes down. Come to the pinky edge side of that right foot and open up. Maybe lift it up. Option here for a quad stretch. Reach back for the top of that back foot. There's another heart opener there. It's definitely a quad opener. Bring that hand back inside. Step it back, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Another breath there, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Inhale, left arm lifts, big twist. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Tap that right knee down. Roll to the pinky edge side of that left foot. So nice big opening through this side of the body. Maybe we lift it up. Opportunity one more time to bend the back leg, reach for that foot. Nice big quad stretch, nice big chest opener. Gently release, come back down, high plank. Exhale, last chaturanga, or all the way down to the mat, yogi's choice. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, last downward dog of this class. Beautiful work. Look towards the pit of the belly. Full breath there. Inhale. Stay there. Exhale. Lift to the toes. Look forward. Journey to the top of the mat and have a seat. Bring those legs through. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So just like in our Supta Baddha and our Baddha Konasana, you want to keep that heart coming first. No rounding here and pinching the lower back. You can bend the knees though if it brings you forward even further. Another full breath there, inhale. Exhale to go where it feels right for you. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, come all the way up. Soften through the knees and gently settle down. Use the hands a whole lot to come down onto the mat. Let those legs extend out. Let those palms face up. Come into that final resting pose, your Shavasana. Start to be really still here. Right? Our tendency is to want to sort of move around and do something to feel a little more comfortable. Right? But as we talked about, whatever journey we're on, we're going to come up and butt up against some things that are not maybe going to be quite as comfortable. So we have to see if we can remain calm and use our breath in those moments we're not quite as comfy as we want to be. So stick with the breath here. Maybe think back to that intention just for a second, right? Maybe just think pink.
Let your ujjayi breath be the sound that you hear. Slowly start to bring some movement to the fingers and the toes. Gently roll through the wrists and the ankles. And when you're ready, help yourself up, comfortable seated pose of your choice. Bring the hands to heart space, maybe closing the eyes just for another breath. And then ending with ceiling mudra, right hand on the navel, left hand on the heart. Reminding ourselves that these two tools will guide us. No need to stop and ask for directions from people who haven't been where we are going. Hands back to the heart space. Maybe bring those thumbs to that third eye, sealing that intention. And that breath one more time. And that gratitude for yourself. Namaste. As always, so much gratitude for each and every one of you that join or watch later. Think Pink. Happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'll see you next week, Vinyasa 45 Live. Have a good day.